We're continuing in our series by introducing you to our Between the Rows farmers this year. In this episode, we're visiting with Nathan Birkmeier, who has been soggy in Putnam County.
So far this year, it's definitely been challenging. Seems like if you get rain, you're getting a lot of rain. If you're not getting any rain, you could use a little. But we're doing pretty well. We're almost finished up. And that's kind of where we're at now. Our farm started in 1991. My dad started buying this property. He started with the shed behind us and just started as an automotive shop. He grew up on a farm and had other brothers that were farming, and there wasn't room at the time, so he started here. The automotive shop was kind of the mainstay, and like any business you start, you work a lot of hours just to get started, and that kind of continued to where we are today. In 1996, he bought his first combine, a year-old 9500 John Deere, and put an ad in the paper to start custom harvesting. He picked up a couple local guys here and there, and in 2001, he picked up a larger farmer a little farther away, about 30 miles away. And that's really snowballed. That farmer had roughly 1,000 acres, and it just started from there. We started custom harvesting for about 10 or 12 years, and then got an opportunity to rent some of the acres at that point. And that was in 2012, 2013, things changed again. And we still do custom harvesting. We still run the shop. We're not an automotive shop anymore. Now we're just strictly agricultural. So we do everything from engine rebuilds, transmissions, hydraulic hoses, electrical, front to back, anything on a tractor or ag equipment is something that we do. Right now, we're just part-time. We do the farming and we do the agriculture side. So we try to line up work for the winter, and then during in season, we shut down and just service some of our local guys.
The repair business serves as a method of diversification for the operation.
Sometimes they say it's better to make your prices than take your prices. So it's interesting because in years that's really wet, you definitely could use less shop work, but years where everything goes in good, you could use a little more shop work. So it's definitely hard and challenging, but if you can balance it, it works well.
The Birkmeiers have been suffering the effects of the rain that Northwest Ohio has seen this spring and doing what they can to manage it.
So for us, we had to replant some just before this big rain, and some of the areas are flooded out, and especially low-lying areas, some of those problem areas. But the moisture, the ground staying wet, we're getting a couple sprinkles here and there, and the crops are actually emerging really well where there's no standing water. So I'm really happy with the way things are coming out of the ground for us.
With the crop progress update, Nathan forecasts how replant may go this year.
I think in some areas, you're definitely going to see a lot of replant. Some fields will get completely replanted where some guys will just replant a couple spots. You can definitely see it in some of the beans that are up. They're starting to get yellow just a little bit. The high spots are still grass green, but there's just a lot of moisture for these beans that have been in the ground for a couple weeks, and they're about 2 or 3 inches tall, and they're just getting too much.
Nevertheless, Birkmeier says Putnam County is remaining resilient.
I think the general feeling is pretty good. I think people are excited about the prices that we're going to have. It really is going to come down to how well people manage their costs and their inputs, and what that looks like. And I think at the end of this year, guys are really going to be able to sit down and say, hey, this is what worked, this is what didn't work. These are things I need to change for the future, because the markets that we have are so volatile, up and down all the time, and there's so much depending on it. And it's really going to come down to managing your inputs and managing your contracts at the end of the year to really lock in that profit.
Between the Rows is brought to you by Seed Genetics Direct. I'm Matt Reese.